In this video, you'll learn a little bit more about what you'll need to do when updating the ReadME file, which is, let's say like the instructions file for users to be able to work with the Hiero SDK or to be able to update it. So in this file, you'll see it has a contents, which has the various transaction types that have been added to the Python SDK. If you are adding a new transaction type, you will need to add to the table of contents. So for example, if I'm going to add token dissociate, I will need to add something like token dissociate, bullet point there, and that has to link to the relevant part of the explanation file. You might also have to update here, although it does say like, so there might be some judgment required there if it's already quite busy. It's possible that you will have to update some of these fields, maybe add a new field if you have something that needs to be added, like if you have a supply key or something like this. Maybe not, it might be part of this, but just keep an eye on that. You might have to add it. You might have to add to the output depending on how you've created the transaction. So if you're creating token dissociate, you might have to add a message after token associate, maybe token associate transaction. Actually, no, if I'm then transferring that, it might have to be afterwards, but yeah, make sure to update that if there is something for you to do and make sure it's in the right sequence. All right, then you're going to have to create the Python explanations for each of these. So if you are doing token associate or any other transaction, at the moment what's happening is that you want to have a Pythonic syntax version of that or a method chaining version of that transaction as well. I believe in general, probably the most common thing that I've seen is kind of this format, where we have the token associate transaction, we're adding the recipient, the requirements for the transaction, and we're actually like signing as part of inside that, whereas this Pythonic syntax would kind of do it separately. So you want to have examples of both for each of them. You can see transferring tokens also has both, deleting tokens also has both, and it looks like deleting a token has also a little bit of explanation. So it's your judgment whether it is important for the reader to be able to really understand a little bit, not too much, but the important things have to be well communicated. I haven't personally found a need to update this or any of these, but I suppose there could be some cases if you feel that it's not clear enough or something. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. Although watch out for spelling mistakes. And it's just easy to miss little fields to change. So that's the README file. I think this sums up mostly everything, the examples, the SRC, the tests, and the test PY. The README, this would then mostly fulfill the criteria. We've claimed the issue, we've waited for assignment, we forked the repository, we've solved the issue, we've committed the changes, we've started a pull request, we have used the solo actions, we're waiting for the reviews, and we are checking that we have all the requirements. We've updated README, we've updated the test file, we have the examples file, we have the test files, we've made sure it relates to the protobufs, and make sure that there's a token class in that. Great, so hopefully you found this mini series helpful. If there are any other questions about working with this Python SDK, feel free to get in touch, or if you are able to leave it as a comment. This is a very introductory video, and I am not the dean, I'm just a community member, so I am learning as well. But hopefully with time this will improve, and there will be more resources available to explain how to contribute. Thank you very much.